Check your calendars. Starting today, a fresh new look and new features are coming to Google Calendar on the web to help you manage your time more efficiently and get more done. So some of the things that you'll see are things like a modern color palette, a new sleek design, and bringing responsiveness that we haven't quite had before. So let's take a look at this. To upgrade, click on the Use New Calendar button, then press Upgrade Now. So here's what the new calendar interface looks like, and you'll notice that it's a little bit different, a little wider. You can still toggle between your months or days at the top. And within the month, you can check by week, month, year, 7 days. You can show weekends or not, so those are your preferences on how you want to view it. And under the gear, your settings menu, this is where you would change your density and your color. Let's take a look at this. So you can see that your information density can be responsive to your screen, or you can choose to have it compact. I'm going to leave it unresponsive. And your color set can either be modern or classic. So if I choose classic, you'll notice that the font is black. If I go to the new modern look, the font is white. So I'm going to leave it on modern and click Done. So let's make a new event. I'm going to click in the date, and I'm going to add a title. And I can choose how long I want this event to go for. I'm going to leave it on the 23rd, I think. I can choose if I want it to be all day or if I want to change the time. So the start time I can change and the ending time I can change. I'll leave it all day. And then I can choose which calendar I want this to appear on. There's some more options that we can look at, and these will look familiar to you as well. So we can add locations, add a video call, we can add some notifications if we want to get an email or if we want to have a notification show up on our screen. Again, I can change which calendar I want it to appear on. I can add some attachments if I want, and I can add a description. If I click up here, I can find a time, and this is where you can look at your invitees' calendars to see when is a good time on their calendar to schedule a meeting between you all. For now, I'm just going to go back to my event details. So by default, this event will follow the sharing settings of the calendar. Event details will be visible to anybody who has access to it. I can set it up as free or busy, so how other people see me, and I can have it either be private or public. I'm going to scroll back up and I'm going to save this event. So when I click on this, I can go in and edit my event, in this case my sample event, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some guests. So I'm going to add Mrs. Hebert as a guest. You can see she shows up here. I'm going to save it again, and you can either send out notification invitations or not. I'm going to single click on this event and I can see all sorts of information. I can also RSVP, join a video call, duplicate my event, and transfer ownership. Double clicking, I can then edit my event, or I can click on the pencil there. So what I want to do now, I think, is add an attachment to this event. So I click on the attachment, and because my file is on my desktop, I'm going to upload my Twinning in the 200 Hallway JPEG. I click on Upload and it uploads my JPEG, and you can see here that it is now attached. So if I save this event again, I then am given the option to send updates or not. So I'm sending my updates, but it says it's not been shared with my guests, so I can give them view or edit abilities. So I can either share and save, or I can just save the event without sharing the document, which means that my attendees will not be able to see it. So if I single click on my event again, you can see there's my attachment. And I'm just going to close this. There is the opportunity to go back to the classic calendar. You just click on settings and it's got a choice to go back to the classic calendar. Now, I'm not going to do that myself, but you do have the option to do that. So that's basically the new updates for Google Calendar. Enjoy!